Yo, what's up, guys? Coach Nate with another episode of Steel Strength Radio, and let me start this out by saying happy Monday. Today, I wanted to share with you guys a quote by one of my favorite authors, C.S. Lewis, and so I'm going to share this with you guys and talk to you about how it applies to what we do at Steel Strength Training. So I've got my laptop, got Google pulled up. Hopefully Google is accurate. All right, so it says, even in literature and art, no man who bothers about originality will ever be original. Whereas if you simply try to tell the truth without caring how often it has been told before, you will 9 times out of 10 become original without ever having noticed it. I remember reading that quote years ago. I had started my business. I was maybe a year or two in, and that quote just struck me. Because if I'm being honest, something that we get a lot today, some feedback that we get a lot is, I've never really heard of anybody doing things the way that you do them at Steel Strength Training. Your model is very interesting. Your model is very unique. The way that you approach things is very unique. When people move away or when people come in from another city, they say, I've had a hard time finding a place like Steel. And I think this quote says why. Because if I'm being honest, all that we have done to get to this point is I have spent time reading and learning and watching and listening to experts in this industry, in the strength training industry, in the fitness industry, in the nutrition industry. And I've just pulled, as my mentor says, eat the meat and spit out the bone. And I've done that with dozens and dozens of teachers, people that I would call teachers over the years. And so I've pulled from all these different sources just in a pursuit of what is true when it comes to helping people get healthy and fit. What is truth? What is right? What is the way to do this? Or what are the best ways to do this? Or what are all the tactics that we can use to help people figure out what's best for them? And so that's all I've done. And when it comes to what we have to offer, the reality is we don't have anything sexy, flashy, fancy to offer. We don't have some, hot new training style. We don't have some fancy new piece of equipment. The reality is we're just doing the basics, and we're doing the basics very well. I believe we're doing the basics exceptionally well, and I want to continue to improve our delivery of the basics. I'm not interested in trying to come up with something new or fancy or anything like that. All we focus on here at Steel is strength training, personal training, and a personal relationship with each client. We help people with their training, we help people with their nutrition, and we hold them accountable to it. And again, the knowledge that we are operating from has just come from listening to many dozens, maybe hundreds of people that have gone before us in this industry. They've helped change thousands, maybe millions of lives, and we are just following in their footsteps, repeating back many of the same truths that they told their clients, that they've been telling or are telling their clients. And so I think this is something important. I think you are unique. You are made in the image of God. You have special gifts and talents that He gave you that only you can serve your community, your world with. And we need you. We need you to use your gifts and talents. So I think you speaking the truth in whatever industry, whatever field, whatever project you're in, when you pursue the truth and you speak the truth and you share what works with other people, you're going to do it in your own way. You can't help but do that because you are unique and you are special, and the world needs you to speak that. So even if somebody else has said it before, don't assume, because I think that's a thought, a worry, a fear that I had when I first started. I said, there's so many trainers. There are so many people who have done this, and so many people who have way more experience that are doing a better job. Why should I do this? Especially starting out, no experience. Who am I? What do I have to offer? But you do have something to offer because only you are you. And so your presentation of that, the way that you deliver it, is going to be unique. And the beautiful thing is here at Steel Strength Training, I started this back in 2015. And in the beginning, sure, it was just me, but not for long, because within a year or two, I'm hiring people. And now we're operating with this knowledge base, but then people are adding to that knowledge base based on their knowledge and their experience, and they're delivering it. And yes, they're delivering it the way that I want it delivered in terms of quality, but they're doing it in their own way. They're doing it in their own way. And so Jared makes Steel Strength Training unique, and Shaden makes Steel Strength Training unique, and Hayden and Philip and JP and Ashley and Anne-Marie, they make Steel Strength Training unique. And so, if you're interested in building something and making something and creating something amazing, pursue the truth, share it with the world, even if it's been said a million times before, and it's probably going to be original. Don't worry about being special or original or anything. It's just going to happen as a byproduct of you being special and made in the image of God with your own gifts and talents. That is my message for you on this amazing Monday. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you guys in the gym. And if you aren't part of Steel Strength Training and you want to be, we would love for you to be. Send me a message, shoot me a text, 205-705-9591. Get in contact with me somehow, and we'll talk to see if we're a good fit to work together.